We are jumping straight into a really fascinating early season NCAA matchup today. We've got the 7-0 Cal Baptist Lancers heading to face the also undefeated 7-0 Colorado Buffaloes.
Yep, two perfect records on the line.
Exactly. And on paper, you might just glance at this and think, okay, classic mid-major getting a paycheck. But the mission today is to really unpack the betting analysis, specifically that 11.5-point spread with Colorado as the heavy favorite because, well, some expert sentiment is leaning heavily the other way.
It's a huge line. I mean, the market has Colorado at minus 11.5, but if you look at key analysts, they're seeing something completely different. Greg Peterson, for instance, set his own line closer to Colorado minus 9.5. He sees real value on CBU taking the points.
It's hard to argue when you look at CBU's performance against the spread, especially when they're not at home.
That's the key.
They're 4-3 ATS overall, which is, fine. But they are a perfect 3-0 against the spread in away games. That includes a massive plus 17 cover against UC Irvine. So they're clearly not intimidated on the road.
Not at all. And it's not just luck. This team is structurally built to exploit a team like Colorado. It really all comes down to their Achilles heel, which is second chance points.
Okay, so let's dig into that. What does the data show?
Well, Cal Baptist is a top 20 team in the country in defensive rebound percentage. They allow just 6.5 offensive rebounds per game. And get this, that 18% opponent offensive rebound rate, it's tied for the #1 spot.
Wait, hold on. The #1 team in the entire country at preventing offensive boards.
#1. That's not a typo. They just end possessions, period.
Wow. That stat alone makes an 11.5-point spread feel a little shaky.
It should. And it matters so much in this game because Colorado is outside the top 200 in the percentage of their missed shots that actually turn into an offensive rebound.
So it's a perfect mismatch. CBU's elite strengths is going right up against Colorado's biggest deficiency.
Exactly. The Lancers are simply not going to give up points on stickbacks.
Okay, so if CBU is winning that battle for second possessions, let's talk about Colorado's first possession. Because, the numbers on their offense suggest a pretty major regression is coming.
Oh, it has to be. You can't sustain this. As a team, they're shooting an unbelievable 42% from three-point range.
And some of the individual numbers are they look like statistical anomalies.
Yeah.
You have freshman Isaiah Johnson hitting 57% from deep and Elijah Malone hitting 75%.
75%. Come on, that's not sustainable basketball. That's a video game glitch. History tells us those guys are due for a serious cold streak. And it could very well start against a CBU team that runs you off the three-point line.
Right. And there's also the situational factor we have to talk about. This is a classic look-ahead spot, isn't it?
It absolutely is. Colorado just came off a tournament, and their huge rivalry game against Colorado State is next on the schedule. It is so hard to stay focused and lay 11.5 points against a tough defensive team when you've got that game looming.
So when you connect all the dots, the case for the underdog covering here it's really compelling.
It's overwhelming, really. You have CBU's away ATS success, their dominant defensive rebounding, which just neutralizes Colorado's offense, and this massive shooting regression that's almost certainly coming. All of it points to the Lancers keeping this game much, much closer than that double-digit spread suggests.
It's a truly fascinating case for taking the points, but here's a final provocative thought for you to chew on. One of the analyses we saw actually picked the under on the 148.5 total points. The argument being that while Colorado's offense is due to cool off, CBU's defense is just legitimately elite. They've held 5 of their last 6 opponents under 61 points. So what stands out to you when you see that kind of defensive dominance clashing with a red-hot but unsustainable offense? That tension is what makes this